Yeah, my name is Set. Um, don't forget to subscribe. Uh, Spiritual and business consultant. You know, also known as Major Hater 15 on 15 the Major Hater 1523. Also known as Samael. Uh, and what else? That's pretty much it. Loki. Uh, yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, um, so like I said, man, like I was saying in my other video, I see these people as demon hunters. They're acting like they're hunting demons, and that's where they're careful because of your demonic powers. That's where they're being careful with you because of your demon powers. Like they're not. You're extra dimensional. You're an alien. You're extra dimensional. Aliens and extra dimensional beings are demons. The human beings, they're demons. And to the religious folks, they're demons. They're not, anything that's not of this world is bad. Period. Like, look at Nikola Tesla, right? He had a bunch of knowledge. He was very smart. They burned his books. They stole his business, right? Da Vinci. They did the same thing to Da Vinci. They burned some of Da Vinci's invention booklets. There's a lot of things we don't have a lot of information about Da Vinci, bro. Most of the shit was burned. Everybody that had knowledge or that was a genius or that just knew things, humans did not appreciate them. People that was smart and that was knowledgeable were never appreciated. They was always seen as demons or witches. That's just how humanity treats people like us. You know, I'm not saying I'm in the same league as those people, but I'm being hunted for a different reason too. Maybe I'm being hunted because I used to hunt. Maybe the hunter has become the prey. Maybe that's what my deal is. I'm pretty much sure that's what the deal is. The only thing is I don't know why somebody decided to hunt me. It's kind of weird. It's very weird. But anyway, and yes, I do think it's because of God. Because I think it's yeah, I do think it's because of that, bro. I mean, they try to make it believe that oh, they're hunting you because you're a holy person and you believe in God. No, they know their role. Some of them are being lied to and they don't know their role, and they actually do think God is a good person, and they actually do think that they're helping God by doing this. I mean, yeah, they are helping God by doing this, but he's not a good person. It's not a good entity. It's not a good spirit. There's no such thing as a bad spirit. There's always polarities. There's always white and dark, but white and dark does not mean good and bad. There's no such thing as good and bad. I mean, like, you can be good, but bad is abstract, bro. Like, bad doesn't necessarily make sense. Because you can be good and still do bad, right? Or you can be bad and still do good. So the one cannot live without the other. So you can't look at good and bad as something like that has to be adversaries, right? Like it doesn't need to be adversaries. There's no reason for it to be adversaries, bro. So when religion starts talking about sin and the enemy and the devil and shit like that, that's propaganda, bro. That's propaganda, man. Like it's propaganda. Just like when you're listening to those pseudo Muslim people, that keep that keep the Israelites, black folks that keep acting like they're Jews and shit. You know, they're always talking about, you know, the white people are the devil and shit. Just saying it makes me laugh, dude. Like, I'm sorry, but you know, it's crazy. Like white people are the devil and stuff, and you know, it's like they're promoting hate, man. Like you know, and I don't know why. And I'm not saying white people are specifically, you know, all that great and shit. I mean, they did do a lot of messed up things, but there's a reason why they do these things, bro. And it's not because they're the devil. And if they are the devil, well, that's fantastic. That's great, you know, because you know, I don't know, man. You know, the only man personally, man, I ain't gonna lie, but the best period that black people had in the recent years was the civil rights movement, man, and that's pretty much it. That's like fucking 60. That's 60 years ago, you know, and it was in the 60s and shit, in the 60s and 50s, and that's pretty much it. Everything since the civil rights era went the hell in the handbasket, man. Like after the civil rights era, black people just went the hell in the handbasket. So you know, I don't know why these guys are like you know the Israelites, black white people are the devil, blah blah blah. That's crazy shit, and they've been saying that since the fucking 70s and shit like that, bro. Like never mind white people, bro. Like the civil rights movement, we already won. I mean, okay, I'm gonna give you a little something for the Black Panthers, but the '80s, you know, crack epidemics. Come on, man, that wasn't no white people. Ain't nobody force you to smoke crack, dude. Ain't nobody force you to take drugs. You wanted to take drugs, man. You didn't have to take drugs, and you know, come on. You know, that's crazy, man. There nobody forced nobody to take no drugs, bro. Like, give me a fucking break, man. And you know, like you know, it's a choice, bro. And we're like that. It's our attitude, bro. Like it's our attitude. It's not. It doesn't have anything to do with the drugs. The drugs just made things worse. But we have this easygoing attitude where we don't take shit seriously until shit gets serious. You know, so what the fuck do white people have to do with our situation? Absolutely nothing. We could turn around in the on the drop of a dime and change everything. You know, we're not gonna change anything because we don't need to change anything right now. You know, but once shit hit the fan, that's where motherfuckers are gonna start changing shit. You know, that's anyway. Yeah. Anyway, so you know, it's not about it's not white people. If there are devils, where the devil may cry because they didn't have anything to do with our situation. You know, and that might not you might not like me to hear you might not like me to say this, bro, but you know, I'm black, man. I suffered the consequences of being black. My ex-girlfriend was black, and you know, I couldn't. You can't. You know, and she was black, like you know what I mean, like hip hop and everything. So you can't. There's certain knowledge. I always like hip hop. I used to rap when I was a kid. You know, but I used to do conscious rap. I wasn't really in. I'm not. I wasn't a gangster rapper and shit. You know, but there's certain mentality that black people have. You know, I knew she had it in her. You know, but you know, it's not like I can start talking somebody like that. You can't really start having conversation about Da Vinci and the constellation and the stars and shit, and you know the position of the galaxy. You know the position of Orion's belt and blah blah blah. You can't have conversation like that with black folks. You know, so you can't really propagate the knowledge. They don't care. They don't give a shit. It's not important to them. You know, unless it becomes important, it's not important. You know, so I'm black. I suffered that shit. That's why I'm talking about it because I saw it. You know, I couldn't the brainwashing and the mental, the brainwashing and the mental activity that the supposed government instilled in black people, It's not something easy to let go of. It's not a, it's like waking up from the matrix. Not everybody's capable of waking up from the matrix, and a lot of people don't even know what the matrix is. They don't even realize they don't see it. They don't know what it is. They feel like they're awake because they drink vegetable juice and they're doing the vegan challenge and shit like that. That's not the matrix, bro. That's not it, man. The matrix is everything that you see. The matrix is everything that you learned. The matrix is your personality. It's in your mind. It's not a it's not a you know it's not a you're not in a pod, somewhere. It's not like in the movie, bro. The matrix is in your mind, bro. It's in your consciousness, man. And you have to break free from that. So you can't, when you see somebody tumbling down the rabbit hole like that, bro. My ex was tumbling down the rabbit hole like she was wilding, bro. Like she was wild. She was launching, son. But so it wasn't that bad. But she was tumbling down the rabbit hole, man. I was tumbling down the rabbit hole with her, but I was supporting her in her tumbling. you know, I was supporting her in the tumbling, man, and everybody. That's what you got to do. You got to support each other in the tumbling, man. But like when we're talking about like the entirety of the community and shit, man. There's nothing you can do for these people, bro. Like you can't change them. They're not gonna change. You can't change them, and it is what it is, bro. They're stuck in the matrix, and they're never gonna come out. And it's fucking too late, and it's messed up. Like you can't, it's messed up shit. So I've suffered it because I've seen the violence that these people are capable of inflicting on each other. So to me, it's very hurtful. To you white folks, you're like, well, you fuck black people, but it's not just me. It's not just fuck black people. I saw what they're capable of doing. I didn't. It's not just It's not just, well, these people are like that. No, no, no. I saw it with my own two eyes. I can contest. Cause some white people are like, oh, well, fuck black people because black people are crazy and shit like that and blah blah blah, and they do stupid stuff. But I saw the stupid stuff. Like I know what you're talking about. Like I understand what you're saying. But I saw it, so it's like, it affects you in some shape or form, and you don't want that to happen to other people either. You don't. It's not something you necessarily encourage. You don't necessarily want to see that happen. So some people are like, well, fuck these people. I don't care. I'm just gonna not care. But if you don't care, they're gonna keep doing it, and they're gonna do it to somebody that you might like, or they might, So if nobody helps these people, they're gonna destroy everything, and it's gonna be like anyway. But and I'm not saying you should help them. I'm just saying, like, if this keeps going, there's a pretty high probability that they're gonna destroy something you like. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to be on anybody's side or something. I'm just stating. I'm just using logic. I'm just speaking logically, bro. Like I'm just thinking logically because that's logical, man. Like if they don't respect anything and they don't want to know anything and they're always blaming everybody else for their troubles, where guess what? At some point, something they're gonna destroy something very important, something that we all hold dear. I've seen it happen many times in my lifetime. So and history always repeats itself. That's the only thing black folks now. That's mostly what they love to do. just destroying other people's shit. Um, and white people know that about black folks. White people know black people a lot better than we think. They're not wrong on certain things. I'm not saying it's okay to be racist, but there's a reason why they're like that. It doesn't come from anywhere. It's not complete ignorance. Like, there's a reason why. There's a reason why. Some people are ignorant. Some people are just, following, so they're just sheeple. Exactly. They're just sheeple, and they act like they don't know shit. Never seen a black people person before, and those people, they just follow the trend. But at the same time, I mean, is it that bad? I mean, if you come into the city, you're gonna want to pimp everybody and sell drugs and shit. Like, don't come to my city, man. Like, like, don't, you know what I mean? So nobody needs to see you if you're gonna be doing that sort of thing. And not all black folks are like that, of course. But but it's too late. White people have become way too intolerant, and even though some white people might like black folks are not doing anything good when they move in somewhere, man. Like, they're not helping. They're just not helping. You know what I mean? Like, they're just not helping. Period. So it's messed up to say, but it's a good thing to hear it from another black guy, because there's other black guys out here that are probably detached from the matrix, that are not black. I'm not black. I mean, I'm black, but I'm not black. Like, black, but I'm not black. Okay, and there's probably other blacks, not blacks, out there. And they need to hear this, man, because nobody's uh, saying it, or nobody really. There's some people saying it. Some people say it. Some people are not shy to say it, because black people know who they are. At the end of the day, they know who they are. But I mean, on media sites and shit like that, there's some people that say it on the media too. Yeah, there's some people that say it on the media too. But it needs to be reminded, because it needs to be reminded, bro. Like, it needs to be reminded. It's sad. It's fucked up to say, but it needs to be reminded. I mean, like, especially when you got things going on, like, defund the police, which they actually did, and it made things a lot worse. Like, it made it made things a lot worse. Crime has gone up 100% since they did that, which is obviously duh. But whatever. So of course, those weren't black people. That was Illuminati. Those weren't black people. It was Illuminati. But black folks needs to they need to wake the fuck up. And the other day, yo, bro, like, and things are changing, of course. Things are changing. I mean, like, I did see, this hood. I don't remember which hood it was, but it was a blood hood. There was a lot of red T-shirts, and like, there was this guy that lived in the house, and apparently he was molesting people, and it seems like people got fed up, because the guy, I think somebody saw the guy actually nab somebody in the middle of the street in broad daylight and bring the person to his house. So they would. I think they even say it was two girls that was in the house, and the whole neighborhood got out, and they were trying to get into the house and shit. Well, they called the police, but some people were still kind of they were still kind of getting rowdy, but the whole neighborhood came out of their house, bro. I saw this. This was on the news, or I thought I saw it on YouTube. I don't think it was in the news. Maybe it wasn't the news, but I think I saw it on YouTube. But it was kind of fucked up. It happened recently, and they all got out. They all got out, and they was trying to get at the guy and shit. And they was saying, like, well, we're tired. This guy used to live here a long time, and he's always bothering people and stuff, and they even said we called the police to get the guy out of here, and they never arrested him. Like they left him there, even though he was, harassing, people and shit. So, it's not just, it's a group effort, guys. You know what I mean? So that to me, so that's some Illuminati shit. I think the Illuminati puts people like that. They put like plants, in people's neighborhood to make the neighborhood go sour. Like I don't know how they scare people or how they did. They have their ways and shit, man. But yo, you can't. The sad part is it's a blood neighborhood that kind of got tired of this guy, bro. Like, how bad was this dude that even the Bloods was like, "Yo, get the out of here, man!" like, like how harassed, like how how harmful this guy was to the neighborhood for that shit to happen. So it's kind of, and I think it's a group effort. I think they do that. I think they put plants like that in people's neighborhoods. Like people think they're real people. They're not real people. They're Illuminati. They're there on purpose just to fuck your neighborhood up, man. But at the same time, bro, look at all of you, man. You can change this, man. You can stop all this. You can stop all this easily. If I can stop some of that shit by myself pretty easily, then all of you motherfuckers probably can too. I'm just saying, bro. Like, I'm just saying, man. You probably can't do, and shit's changing, man. Shit's changing, but it's just there's so much programs involved in the matrix, like religion, culture, traditions, science, um, you know, language, all that kind of stuff, bro. Like there's so many programs into the matrix. It's that you have to decipher and have enough discernment to understand what's the BS and what's the real. Change your consciousness, elevate your consciousness, elevate your mind in order to break this cycle and end this senseless, tyrannical way of life that we're living in. Me personally, it's easy for me to say because I'm not part of the black community. So it's easy for me to say. I'll admit it. But just because I'm not part of the black community, that doesn't mean I can't give you some constructive criticism that'll probably help you. If I can do that at least, I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. If I can do that at least, I don't think it's a bad thing, bro. So it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, shoot, man. There's a lot of gods that were black, bro. There's a lot of gods that were black. Just because you see like certain pictures on, the Greeks aren't white people. The Greeks want to be white people. Greeks wish they were white people. They're not white, bro. Like Greeks are very brown. They come from Africa. It's Africa. It's Europe, nigga. It's Greece, man. You know. They're very brown people, man. Most Italians are brown, bro. Like real Italians that come from Italy, they're fucking brown, bro. Like you know, what I mean? Like Argentinians look like Algerians, bro. Like you know, they're not white, bro. They wish they were white. Though. Like when you talk to a Greek person, you'd swear to God this dude was fucking Caucasian, bro. Like, like you'd swear to God this dude is Caucasian. Like they don't fuck with black people like that, bro. Like they don't like black people that much, man. And you know, but the thing is, you know, there's black charcoal black gods, bro. Like charcoal black, you know, like darkness. Darkness is spreading black. You know what I mean? Like Apollo was black, bro. Achilles was black. Demigod Hercules. I think Hercules was black too. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure he was black. Yeah, there's a lot of you know, but they took us away from that shit. They took us away from all that shit, man. You know, I mean, and they took us away from all that stuff. And the ones that know, they know, and the rest of them are just fucking crazy. the rest of the rest is just got them out their fucking mind, bro. Like you know, it's nuts, man. You know, so you're sitting there, the dudes is telling you, man, nah, I don't care about that shit, man, blah, 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 blah. That's the only thing you should be caring about, man. Anyway, this video is too damn long, and I'm kind of hurt. I'm kind of hurt, man. You know, so I'm gonna stop the video right there. Feel like I got a knife in my chest. So I'm gonna stop the video right there, man. And you know, have a good one. Peace out.